So guys, today it's really sunny Saturday and I needed just to rest, suntan and swim and not trade at all. But there's one thought that I can't stop thinking about one indicator that I showed you really long time ago, but it's really good for identifying upward, downward trend, for opening a trade on the short term, for scalping, of course. Also, it helps you to identify support and resistance levels. It gives you so many cool things, and I want to show it to you today. I'm gonna go in the pool right now and trade with you. So guys, let's go. Today is a new experience for me. I'm trading in the pool. So we choose a fractal indicator. Time of the expiration is going to be 1 minute. And now we need to find a currency pair with really good trend and also a signal from the fractal. You can see a red and green arrow. If in simple words, if you see a green arrow, that could be the upward move. If you see a green arrow, that could be a downward move. And that's what we see here now. We're going to open here a sell trade because the last arrow is the green one, and after there's some downward moves appeared. But let me tell you more about that. So the fractal indicator is one of the simplest yet powerful tools in trading, especially for lower time frames. So it's perfect for scalping. I'm also gonna draw for you the level. So as you can see, the price can achieve this level as before. Here is the support and resistance, and here is the trend right now. It's definitely downward. So especially for 1 minute, we can close the trade here, but we can see some corrective candles. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a double up. I didn't use it for a pretty long time in my video, so here it is, and it's actually perfect for now. And I'm sure we're gonna close it because we can see, yeah, there was some corrective and everything, but after the price is definitely gonna reverse because it was just a fast impulse. Actually, also for the past few days, it's pretty big volatility everywhere. And also today I'm trading only on the OTC because it's Saturday. So we have a few seconds. We close all of the trades, even 3 of them. That's super great. So the double up is working pretty great also here because we have a short time of the expiration, and when we see the impulse, we can open a trade on the better entry point, and that's how it's gonna reverse. But need to be really careful with that. So let's change to $50 just in case, and we're gonna open here a buy trade for 1 minute. I'm also gonna draw the levels. Actually, we can see that the range of the price right now is not that big, but actually it can break this level and go even higher. So we also can see that the last arrow there is the red one, so it's giving us definitely a buy signal. So up fractal, the green one, that means a sell signal, right? So that means that the middle candle has the highest high, and at least 2 candles on each side have lower highs. And down fractal, the red one, that means a buy signal. So the middle candle has the lowest low, and at least 2 candles on each side have higher lows. And that's why fractals helps you identify support and resistance levels, also spot local reversals, confirm breakouts, and understand market structure like higher highs, higher lows, and more and more. So I think it's perfect for beginners, but with some other points I'm gonna explain. We close this trade and plus here perfectly. That's pretty great. We're gonna open here another buy trade as a continuation of the upward trend, and we're going to check it out some other currency pairs. So that's how we can also find more situations. Here's pretty good. We're going to open a sell trade. We can see the last arrow is the green one, and the price broke the previous kind of level, the support one, like actually it was a small one. When we see 2 green candles after, was like trying to reverse, but then it was still continuation of the downward trend. So here was the resistance, right? Here was the support before, but it was a downward trend, and price broke this level and started moving lower. As you can see here, after it achieved this level, was trying to reverse, but the sellers still get it. They still get it, and they broke this level, and we don't know actually where it's gonna reverse after because it's already broke all of the levels here. Let's see. So as we can see on this currency pair is going really great. So I'm thinking to open here another sell trade because why not? So why we're also using here the levels, and I'm drawing it for you, not just like that, because we don't need to trade fractals alone, because fractal by itself, it's a weak signal. It also lags and it forms after 2 candles. By the way, here we close the first trade. The second one, we need to wait a little bit. So we need to use it as confirmation, not as an entry trigger. And that's why we're drawing here the levels. And that's why why we need to identify them. And also we can use fractals as levels, because you can mark recent fractals as key levels, and price often reacts to them again. So your strategy is, for example, price returns to a previous fractal level, you see a false breakout, pin bar engulfing. That's why also candlestick patterns is pretty important, and you enter on reversal, but for 4 minutes time of the expiration. Today I worked with just one. Here we closed the trade pretty perfectly. I trade with just 1 minute time of the expiration, so that's how I can show you more situations and examples. We open here not a sold trade, but actually, to be honest, again, mostly also in my Telegram channel where I do trading sessions. By the way, the link is going to be in the description of this video. I trade with 3 minute time of the expiration most of the time, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, sometimes even 5, depends on the situation. For example, if I see a lot of the corrective candles, reversals, or something else, pretty crazy volatility, it's much more better to use longer time of the expiration. So that's how you can miss all of these fluctuations and everything. Also, one of the rules to work with fractals that you need to trade with trend, and that's what you can see we're doing, because fractals works best with trend direction. For example, if there is an uptrend, you need to ignore upper fractals and trade only from lower ones, right? The red ones. If it's a downward trend, you need to ignore lower fractals, the red one, and trade only from upper ones, the green one, when they see them. So this alone already can significantly improve your win rate here. But of course, you can also combine it with your indicators, Bollinger Bands, RSI, EMA, and everything. Here we didn't close a trade. Okay, let's see. It was pretty close. Okay, we're gonna open here 2 sold trades for 1 minute each. Today I'm not using any other indicators because this is some kind of the challenge for me, because I'm also identifying the candlestick patterns, the levels and everything. And actually it already could be enough for you, and you don't need another indicators if you're really good at identifying trends, levels, again, candlestick patterns and everything. But a perfect combo will be for the buy setup. For example, you see a down fractal, the red one, after price at lower Bollinger Band, for example. Also, you see that RSI is oversold, and you see the candlestick confirmation, so you open a buy trade. If this is a sell setup, that means that you need to find up fractal, the green one. But if you see a green fractal, the up one, also price at upper Bollinger Bands, and RSI is overbought, it could be a sell setup. Here we have it away, just 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're closing this trade. Okay, I'm super happy. Actually, the market is pretty good today, even though it's Saturday. But actually, for the last few days, we could see a lot of the volatility on the market. I hope in the next week it's gonna be much more easier. So, guys, I hope you like this video. Share with me in the comments, how do you feel about the fractal? Maybe you've been using that before. I really appreciate when you text me the comments, and I'm reading everything, and I'm trying to answer every time. But if you still feel like you don't understand anything after watching this video, I really recommend you to check it out on my Telegram, because there I have many things. I'm analyzing the trades. I'm analyzing the trades on my subscribers. I do avoid trading sessions and more and more. So I'm gonna wait for all of you there, guys, and we're gonna see each other on the next trading session. Bye bye.